I'm going to discuss Tariq Nasheed and the Vice Show man. They had an interview with each other. It was a really great video. You need to slide on over to that Vice Show video or channel and watch it. It's amazing. I think Tariq was talking about how blacks have continuous money problems because of racism. It keeps money in white people's pockets and out of ours. And he was talking about how the feminists and white males told black women they do not need a man, and it's a divide and conquer tactic. He also said that they don't do the same thing to white society, that they only do it with blacks. And the Vice Show man said that prior to desegregation, blacks had relationships, strong families, and businesses. And I think Tariq brought up tokenism, that leaders who are black but do not have power. Like Obama's black, but he doesn't have any power. He's just a representative. He talked about how white males are not called thugs when they mess up, but black men are. Like when white men, like them bikers that was robbing and taking drugs and everything, I can't remember the story, but they're never seen as thugs. When white people have a drug problem, oh, they're sick, or oh, they're bipolar. You know, they get excuses where blacks don't. He was bringing up that back in the day that when rich people free base, they used ether and more expensive products, but it got too expensive, so they stopped doing it, and it wasn't criminalized. But the minute black people come up with baking soda and start selling it real well, then it's criminalized, because you know they love putting black folks in jail. They love controlling us. Tariq was also talking about how racists do not want blacks to get ahead. That is why they do not like blacks doing their own thing, because blacks will get power. What I was taught as a young girl was that the fear is, since blacks was enslaved, that if you let blacks rise, they're going to put white people in slavery. That's what I was taught. So that's the fear. That's why they love keeping black people beneath them. Another thing, we make them rich, because Tariq pointed out that black people usually use Facebook and Twitter and all these social media sites more than whites. And he was bringing up that when you about black empowerment, they take your page down and stuff, even though you making them rich. Another thing he brought up was that the Cam Newton guy, the black quarterback, is attacked because he's not yes sir massa, and oh, I'm so grateful to get a job. Well, they didn't give him a job. He's good at what he does. He proved himself. So I think that's crazy for him to be bowing down and everything. They was also saying how they don't like how white people don't like Floyd Mayweather because he's not humble. Same thing with Cam Newton. Since when you are alpha man and you confident, you know your purpose, and you carry yourself with your head held high, you always get all the BS, which I just think is crazy. Then for some reason, black men are always supposed to be little boys because they want to control black men because they're the leaders. They can't be confident, strong, and assertive, or alpha men. That's scary to white folks. I think that's messed up. Now, when I say white folks, I don't mean all of them. All of them not bad. Just the racist white people are the problem. And Vice Show man also brought up that Trump is way more arrogant and worse, or just as bad, but no one comes for him because he's a rich white man. So a white person's supposed to think they the stuff, but you know, racist people work so hard to oppress black folks. They don't like when you're not stupid and you don't go for it and you assert yourself. He also brought up that how Donald Trump was praised for it, for being arrogant and full of it. And the Vice Show man said something really profound. He said that there are two types of black men that racist people don't like. It's the awakened black man that speaks up and is aware of racism and knows his purpose and fights against racism. Then it's the flamboyant black man that's assertive and stick out his chest and be like, no, I'm not dealing with you and your crap. I know who I am. I'm not going for your fuckery. I believe Tariq brought up a great point about Jack Johnson was told he couldn't smile when he beat a white guy. For those of you who don't know, Jack Johnson was a famous boxer back in the day. So back in the day when racism was really blatant and rampant, they go kill black people since he won and he was smiling about it. Since they don't like to see a black person on top, that angers them. So that's why more blacks would get lynched. So he was told to stop smiling when he win, so that all these other black people don't get lynched and have to suffer. Then the last point they brought up, that Russell Wilson, he's a black quarterback and he humble, so he doesn't get the same treatment. Now, he has a white ex-wife too. I noticed they go a little easy on you. If you got the white woman, you putting the money back in their hands. Before he got with Sierra, he had a white ex-wife. Now, from what I read, the ex-wife didn't get anything. I don't think they have children. I didn't see anything pop up with them about children, but yeah, that's my research. I don't know if Cam Newton has a white woman. I know Floyd Mayweather doesn't. So I know that they don't like that you rich and you keep it in the black community. Because when I watched Tariq Nasheed, he was bringing up that when the basketball dudes try to help their own, they start messing with their money and trying to take money from them because they want you to be a slave for them and keep making them rich. You ain't never supposed to be smart enough to make yourself rich or get your own. Okay. Rate, comment, and subscribe.